Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel and thank you very much for your support. Please subscribe. Uh, the topic is Pragmatics and Linguistics. Pragmatics is a subfield of linguistics and semiotics that studies the ways in which context contributes to meaning. Pragmatics encompasses speech act theory, conversational implicature, talk in interaction, and other approaches to language behavior in philosophy, sociology, linguistics, and anthropology. What is pragmatics? Pragmatics is the study of meaning in language in a particular context. This includes the place where the thing is said, who says it, and the things that you have already said. Also, pragmatic studies how people speak when they both know something. Definition: Pragmatics is the study of how to do things with words, the name of a well-known book by a philosopher G.L. Austin, or perhaps how people do things with words. What is pragmatics all about? Linguistics, the study of the practical aspects of human action and thought, the study of the use of linguistic signs, words, and sentences in actual situations. 4 aspects of pragmatics: speech acts, conversational implicature, rhetorical structure, managing the flow of reference in discourse. Conversational implicature. Paul Gry's aim was to understand how speakers' meaning, what someone uses an utterance to mean, arises from the sentence meaning, the literal form and meaning of an utterance. Grice proposed that many aspects of speakers' meaning result from the assumption that the participants in a conversation are cooperating in an attempt to reach mutual goals, or at least are pretending to do so. The maxim of quality. Speakers' contributions ought to be true. The maxim of quantity. Speakers' contributions should be as informative as required, not saying either too little or too much. The maxim of relevance. Contributions should relate to the purposes of the exchange. The maxim of manner. Contributions should be perspicuous. In particular, they should be orderly and brief, avoiding obscurity and ambiguity. These are the subparts of maxims that cooperative conversationalists ought in principle to respect. Actually, Paul Grice was not acting as a prescriptivist when he enunciated these maxims, even though they sound like prescriptions for how to communicate. Rather, he was using observations of a difference between what is said and what is meant to show that people actually do follow these maxims in conversation. Rhetorical structure. Rhetorical structure is a theory of text structure that is being extended to serve as a theoretical basis for computational text planning. The schemas which compose the structure hierarchy of a text describe the functions of the parts rather than their form characteristics. So, rhetorical structure typically expresses pragmatic relations like exemplification, concession, justification, summary, and so on. Things that are part of speakers' meaning, the way that people use language to inform or entertain or persuade. Speech acts. Speech acts represent a key concept in the field of pragmatics, which can be broadly defined as language use in context, taking into account the speaker's and the addressee's verbal and non-verbal contributions to the negotiation of meaning in interaction. Speech act is an utterance that serves a function in communication. We perform speech act when we offer an apology, greeting, request, complaint, invitation, compliment, or refusal. Types of speech acts. Representatives commit a speaker to the truth of an expressed proposition. Commissive commit a speaker to some future action. Directives are used by speaker who attempts to get the addressee to carry out an action. Declarations affect an immediate change of affairs. Managing the flow of reference in discourse. In conveying a message, we have to consider more than just who did what to whom. We also have to keep in mind what our listeners know and how to lay the message out for them in an orderly and understandable way. Books. Pragmatics. Pragmatics by George Yule. Thank you. All the best.